to play with next split. No,
This
they
you?
got right back to it, and they found a way to survive and advance here to the major.
It's not just it. The first event, they go out 0-3 as badly as possible. The second event, they start out 0-2, and then they have to reverse sweep the Swiss. If you weren't done in your head at the end of the first event, halfway through the second event, you're absolutely toast. You're in the ground, and yet somehow these players, I mean, they've lost more than most of the players here have played. So you talk about experience on this roster, and they know how to deal with this adversity.
And then you back it up with a world champion coach as well with Torment. So the experience is there. I think Calm even said in an interview, we all have lost so much that we just know how to lose at this point. We're not too concerned about that. We know what we put together. We trust in one another. Qualifier 1, did not go their way. They had to figure some things out. But when they did, they've looked fantastic.
The problem is they do have to turn it around. Like now they've got their opportunity at this land. This is a chance to kind of wipe everything away. Because look, you show me a good loser, I'll show you a loser. This team has to start winning now. And what better
I don't know if this is going to get a lot of views, guys, but
know who you think's going to win. Hashtag FLCN for the Falcons. Hashtag OG there. Also, shout out to Com. He said he was working out during the offseason, trying to be in the best shape of his life at this major. He's looking great there. You were talking about TRK. You know, we were talking about veterans of this roster. Going back to 2021, first LAN of the new era, coming out of the quarantine era. TRK comes in as a sub for Sandrock Gaming there because O'Khaled couldn't make it. Now here he is as a star on his team.
Yeah, he is the star of the team in my estimation. He is the leader. They have given him the keys to the Falcons organization and saying, lead us to the promised land, TRK. And and that is his plan. Thinking of TRK especially, all the way back then, you talk about Sweden Wave. I mean, he joined Ahmed. I think there was a question mark who was better then, but I don't think it's a question anymore. TRK is the best player in the region. He's got the twins with them. Falcons 3-0.
Nice finish goal.
And they want to continue that momentum right here, right now against OG.
Yeah, TRK, his goals per game over 1.3, and the defensive Falcons only give up 1.44. So nearly he's outscoring every other team they play by himself. That's how good he is. Falcons, the one question mark is they're not really tested in MENA right now. Rule 1, they have their number. So when you come to this international play, when they do get tested, how will they fare? We said that about Fury as well, and Fury just never got tested. So maybe that happens here again with Falcons, but that's always going to be a question mark if they play these top teams, or even a scrappy NA team like OG.
What is the biggest strength, Gibbs, that you see on OG? The thing that Falcons is going to be tested in the most?
I think, that, like, honestly, it's going to be game to game. They're not going to get flustered, for sure. It's going to be a battle every single time. Like, even if there is maybe a 5-0 game up for Falcons, which I think could absolutely happen with that dynamic offense, I don't think OG cares. They will reset every single game and make it back at square one. There are some teams, maybe like a Luminosity, where a Fury wins that first game huge, they win game 2 huge. I don't think that's going to happen here. I think Falcons will get one of those games where they're just clicking on offense, but OG is going to reset every single time.
Let me know if my mic's too loud or whatever.
Major champion last year. He was on the best team in North America. You talk about JNAPS. He was on G2.
On G2,
and then
baby.
like if V1 made Worlds, who knows what happens with them. So all 3 players are insanely talented.
Yeah, what OG has to do to come out victorious here is they have to play some of the best defense they've ever played.
Yeah.
You know, and that's been their strength. I mean, they don't give up a ton of goals. They don't give up a ton of opportunities. Neither does Falcons. The problem is Falcons also average about 3.5 goals a game. Yeah. Granted, against competition where it's not nearly as deep, so they can run those numbers up against some of the weaker teams. OG doesn't have that benefit. But even at the top, you know, who are the teams that they have to square off against? G2 and Gen G would be the teams that would really test them offensively. They have to channel some of that if they're going to hold Falcons in check.
And the last time we saw OG play, I mean, they lost in 6 to a Gen G squad. They did win Open Qualifier number 3 NNA. They beat G2 twice in that qualifier. And OG, I mean, they had some fantastic plays. They lost of an overcommit, I believe, from Calm. They were being a little aggressive right there in overtime, and then Abjact just tapped the ball in. They were neck and neck with Gen G, one of the best teams in this tournament, in my estimation. And I do believe that the poise and the experience that they have, all 3 of these players
people in the chat though, so
winners on the land stage. OG didn't have that, and again, I think you bring that up. That once that period started cooking, OG they didn't really
because they had Magic Bear and Cheese, like 2 players that don't have as much experience, but that's not the case here with OG. But you talk about, like, maybe even Qualifier 1. Like, I honestly don't care about what any teams did in Qualifier 1. That's the first one after a long off season. You're figuring out your team, and OG, yes, it was terrible. But ever since then, and sure, like Qualifier 2 began bad, but ever since then, they've looked fantastic. It's only G2 and Gen G that are better than them in North America. It's just how big of a gap is that?
If Qualifier 1 hadn't happened, we wouldn't be talking about OG's Swiss running Qualifier 2 at all. We'd be like, a little bump.
Yeah, whatever.
Fine, right? It was only because it was preceded by.
And that was with pros power ranking them number 4. The pros knew that OG were the real deal.
Yeah, they are here. They are in the top 4 of North
Comments
America,
tired,
and
man.
they continue forward at the world stage.
Yo, Chad, who do you think is gonna win, OG or Falcons?
Let us know what you think. Make sure you get your
I go with
votes in. It was
Falcons,
hashtag
honestly.
FLCN, hashtag
But
OG
you know, I haven't been watching that
stacks.
much
What's
RLCS
your pick?
recently, so
I got Falcons. I mean, listen, you heard me say earlier, I have this team going all the way to the grand finals. And a big part of it is the fact that they were able to kind of build this roster with TRK, bringing in the twins. Again, that's chemistry that you cannot substitute. There's
Facts.
no other team in this tournament that is going to have the kind of chemistry that Team Falcons has. And I think chemistry wins out at this level.
So I think going into the day I had Falcons, and after what we've seen by the regional play of North America and MENA, it's still a slight advantage to MENA as well. So I'm even more confident now in my Falcons pick. So
Okay.
going Falcons.
Okay.
I think a lot of people expect me to go with OG, and I would love to, but I can't do it. The Falcons, man, they're just simply too talented, especially on the defensive end. And I think that OG, I got to see more mechanically from them to beat that defensive brick wall that Falcons have.
I want to say this is OG in the blue, Falcons in the orange for the coin here. That's going to be OG. No, I said OG in the blue. Yes, Falcons in the orange. So OG for the coin there. They're both blue teams in my head.
We were trying to help you out, Coin.
I also have Falcons. I also have Falcons.
I don't know how you don't know these
We've
teams.
talked
Literally,
about the
Falcons is like
recipe for success
one
here.
of the
Is there a
most
player you're looking at here, Stacks, for OG to step up if they want to make this a 5-game series.
popular
I
team.
think it's in JNAP's we
But-
trust, right? Because he's got the most
Falcons
experience
are
out of anybody
better, I
here,
think.
and, you know, he's kind of been on this tour of like, is this the end of the line? No, he's still got another one in him. And I don't think he's ever going to retire until he's actually
No,
in a
the
spot
Falcons
to win
are.
another big
It's
one
an Arabic
like
team.
he was
Pretty
in
sure
Fort Worth a couple of years ago.
they're
Just
really
hop in
good.
the knapsack. Knapsack, like
Votes,
he can
damn.
win series on his own at times. On land, he can perform.
I
So
think
I'm
Falcons are
looking
gonna
for
win.
it.
bro.
Absolutely huge land player here. Falcons, the favorite on the desk, are the favorites in chat. Are they the favorites on the field? Only one way for us to find out. The next game continues on
Let's
here.
go,
Round
guys. I'm
1. It's a doozy,
excited.
folks. Each of these teams trying to start off their Copenhagen story right. Falcons versus OG to continue round 1.
Exciting.
We got a banger on our hands. Falcons versus OG. I see y'all in the chat not believing in OG, but you know, sometimes after Regional 1, they're on their redemption arc.
When you
They're
get
turning
to
upwards.
the
Yeah.
major, expect the
I know,
unexpected.
right?
But we'll see what happens. Right now, Falcons
Expect
have
the
looked
unexpected,
incredible leading
guys.
up to Major 1. Their first round match against OG begins. Here we go.
Falcons gotta make up for Mina. Roll 1,
Ooh.
not looking so hot. But
That's
Falcons,
already a goal.
offense on fire, defense on fire. The stats inflated because have they really faced a team that
Oh my
has pressured
God.
them to this point? That's what we want to see. A lot of people saying Falcons could be the winners of this tournament. But OG, they've been the underdogs in NA. People have been
calm.
underestimating OG for too long.
Yeah, now, especially after seeing that first round matchup between Furia and Luminosity, as G2 is playing right now against Pioneers, North America starting to take the stage. But right now, already, we're seeing a little bit of pressure coming out for Team Falcons. Noli's on the back wall, has to watch out for Roas. He hits it straight to him, and Kalir's trying to play it off the back wall, but Com's there to carry that straight into the midfield. Good challenge here. OG been able to hold on defensively. Noli is going to get the first goal.
Oh my God.
Challenge 50
OG just scored.
Covers beautifully by OG. Calm has to take it high, and TRK pops it up, and you thought Roas would have had the touch to clear it, but OG faster and better, even despite the early pressure from Falcons.
Oh my
Definitely a
God.
good start there. I like that play from OG. Noli in a perfect spot and lands the shot. Going to be very important for OG to come out with a strong start here against Falcons. We know they can definitely bring themselves back into series as they continue to get on that trend. Here's JNAPS now looking for the double follow-up, but Roas able to get that clear, and Clears can beat this ball in the midfield. Things starting to settle in here. You can see the confidence coming out of OG, but there's still time here for Falcons to get back in it.
Yes, OG have been confident facing one of the scariest looking teams coming into this major. They had a plan, and I'm looking to see that come into fruition here in the Swiss. As Nully goes up the wall, waits, delays against TRK, gets OG in a position to ramp up this offense. This back wall isn't landing towards OG in the right way, and now that Calm is demoed, Team Falcons want to counterattack, but Nully's positioning in the midfield will slow this down. Kalir's up high, Jane just tips it away from JNaps.
TRK, they're missing a lot. Falcons are missing a lot.
I do like the light touch though from
Nice.
Clear out, gives it straight to Roas, who's able to
Nice.
keep that one all the way downfield. Now you're starting to see TRK really get OG kind of cramped up there in the midfield. Chance for Roas.
No way.
No, it's off the post. Could have been a chance for Falcons to get on the board. Now there's going to be a couple of demos in the back end. Lots of space here as Nolly picks this one up. But Falcons halfway through game one, not able to get on the scoring board.
Yes, OG connecting well in the midfield though, so it's been tough for Falcons to keep up the momentum that they've had. Demos though, very physical. OG already with a goal. You know that Calm is that vocal guy. They run off of adrenaline, and OG are getting real close. Nolly shot! The Crimson in the corner.
Nolly scored again.
I love this out of Calm. He ends up playing it high, forces TRK to get an air touch, and Nolly has so much room to shoot. Bar down and in off the top. OG now shooting 50%, 2 for 4. Falcons have shot 4 shots as well. They haven't been able to get on the board yet. And we're starting to see the kickoff there. Good fake kickoff. Nolly tries to send it across. JNaps pre-jumped it, but Roas was able to get it. And now Falcons are going to try to move it back the other way.
Ooh, okay.
It's not in.
The fake from TRK to Kalir's, but OG play a good back defense, and that's maybe what's different between these two defenses. Look at Roas with this control.
Oh, nice. Yo, Spam Boy, how you doing?
Falcons, but then what?
Like this here from Roas.
I've been doing Spam Boy, it's been a long time. Bro, OG might win this game, not gonna lie.
Great shot from Kalir's. Falcons now bringing this within 1. They
scored 2 goals. Both from Nolly as well.
And Team Falcons are used to dominating.
And guys, when this series is over, Falcons versus OG, I'm gonna play a bit of Rocket League maybe. Some training maybe, because there's gonna be like a... Ooh! There's gonna be like a... like a 10-minute like break probably between the series.
Especially after they had such a good start limit.
Yes. OG have said though they almost play better when their backs are against the wall. They are the redemption kings of North
My voice is still
America, so
quite louder than
them,
the stream. Oh, with the fake. Oh, the pass. Ooh.
So, Lan, they're no
I'm doing good, bro.
I mean,
Thanks for asking.
A lot of players in this lobby see Falcons. These passes
Thanks for asking, bro.
Deadly, but Calm, he's that spark plug.
Calm?
Oh,
oh my god. They're not playing bad OG, like Jesus. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, that has only been his second shot, no, third shot of the game here. The more Naps is able to take those shots,
let's go chat. Let me know in the comments who you think will win. Or, you know, who you're voting. Who you want to win. Oh.
We're all getting kind of set up here, but Roas now plays this one off to the side. Looking to see if he can help set up Falcons here. We go to the final minute. Falcons keeping the ball close. Kalir's trying to do everything he could to get that one towards middle, but OG now, Tom will bring this one up, and he'll try to see if he can set something up. Right now, just a lot of players just taking their time, trying to make sure they don't make a mistake.
And Calm has been helping OG transition to the offensive end, but Falcons are recognizing that and going for earlier challenges, and OG couldn't find those nice rebounds and those nice passes that they did in the first 2 minutes of the game. But now OG with control. Falcons await the approach, and it goes maybe to TRK, the 50 to the corner. Calm picks up the corner. 20 seconds remain with space for Calm. Nully fakes the pass, and now Roas gets to fight for this in the corner. And this is where Falcons can ramp up. Kalir's
it's 2-2.
Needs someone to pass, but he's overwhelmed by JNaps. It's a long send away.
Oh.
Last couple of seconds drained by.
Wait.
Nully passing it to no one, right back to Falcons. Lands on the ground. Game 1 goes to OT.
Game 1 OT between Falcons and OG. Good kickoff here for facing OG. JNaps able to get this one off of the back wall. Where's Nolly? He's going for the shot, but blocked out by Roas. Could have been a chance there. Good defense from Falcons, but
it was only, again, that wasn't this Nolly that almost scored there.
From OG, but they situation. Now they're trying to see if they can close it out here.
Falcons staying composed even after an early fumble, but look at them fire right
Early
back.
fumble.
Clears setting it up towards the net. Nolly sends it away and TRK almost caught it. But now JNAPS can help them transition, but it's an awkward bounce off the ceiling. But Nolly's gonna back pass to Calm, and they'd rather keep control, give up a little space.
Calm.
It's a fake above one.
I was going
defender,
crazy with the
Falcons
mix.
are stacked. They're ready to fight back. But Nolly, with not a lot of boost to work with, needs that second man of JNAPS to help out. But the ball goes past him. It's Falcons, demos, control of the ball. 3-on-2, not a lot of boost to work with. So Falcons struggling to maintain that pressure.
And OG out shooting Falcons 10 shots to 7 here. They have been a force offensively. A lot of people probably thought this would be the other way around.
Ooh.
They've really tested defensively. Can Falcons step up to the task? Of course they can. And who's going to be the one that breaks? Who's going to make that mistake here? His ball back in the midfield. You know,
interesting, guys.
The corner, Com's there, tries to play it off
OG might win.
with a shot. It was on target, and TRK had to make the save out to the side.
It was JNAPS this time.
Way upfield here. TRK in the back end gets a free ball, but it goes straight to Nolly. He's sitting in the back end. You can see both teams just trying to get this ball out, passing it in transition, all playing for their teammates.
It's crazy.
OG, I mean, the fakes, like going for the ground pinch and then passing it over.
Nice.
OG's offense, you got to keep an eye on them, and Falcons have saved everything thus far. Back wall. Oh, this is a deadly place to drop it for JNAPS.
Fake.
TRK disengages. Roas steps up. Clears. Free jumping right behind him.
Oh, that's the game. What a good fake, bro.
Falcons, game one.
And look at
For the
this. As soon
fifth.
as Roas had
That was a really
touch,
good fake
that
from
first touch,
Roas, bro.
Clears came up to get the shot. Nolly was
Oh, he
on his way back,
backflipped.
and he
He
ends up hitting the
backflipped.
backflip. That one goes in, and Falcons take game one, almost 2 minutes into overtime. But that was a very close start to the series.
Very close
first
start.
match at the major, you always got to keep in
Damn.
mind, and both these teams knew who they were going to face for a while, so preparation sets in, but I think both these teams looked good out the gates, especially OG, who started with a 2-0 lead. That got closed out immediately by Clears, who got a hat trick this game. What an MVP!
Yeah, I mean, Clears played phenomenally, especially when you consider those back-to-back goals that
He got every goal as well.
to get Falcons back into the game.
Nolly was going crazy.
Even though he had the backflip that ends up being the reason why OG lose, you got to think offensively, him just showing strong confidence.
So kind of a lucky double tap, I'm not gonna lie,
for
but
OG
you know.
to get ahead early. As we take a look at our Mobile 1 high performance replay,
It's a really good fake from
definitely
Roas.
a lot of high performance here, and yeah, you can see it even from JNAPS' perspective. That backflip that ends up
Well, people in the
happening
chat, guys, how
Nolly.
y'all doing?
It's unfortunate, but you know,
It's
we got a long
unfortunate.
series to go.
And I love to see Calm just be that setup guy for OG in the midfield.
Yeah,
It
Calm
worked
was
out for them a
going.
lot. The
Calm
passes, Falcons started to
Calm was
break
going
that up
good,
and
bro. He was playing
really
good.
put the pressure on
Got some
someone like Calm
mechanics.
going for challenges, and you thought OG were just playing close enough that they could win the 50 or recover the 50 at least, and Falcons just started to break up a lot of that structure and got comfortable with
guys.
themselves.
Yeah, now we get into game number 2 here on Forbidden Temple.
Game already
Small
started.
adjustments maybe need to be made here, but a very close start. The question is going to be, can OG start to make some adjustments now they've had some time to talk it over?
I like the Falcons are not afraid to
Calm?
play back, and maybe you need
Calm?
to with Calm.
Oh my
The ceiling
god.
like that, goes to the back wall, and
Calm is
TRK
going
missed from the
nuts.
corner boost and can take it up high, can
Bro
go
lost some
long.
weight, and
And
this is just
Clears
better at
even
Rocket League.
steps up to put a surprising and deadly shot in, but blocked away by OG. TRK gets demoed, wanted the challenge, and
Nice for
OG
Falcon.
can step up with great control out of Roas.
Great control, too, and JNAPS also getting in on that physical play.
Oh, reset.
Him also
Double?
in the department.
Oh,
That one gets past him, though. Clears was trying to look for a light
nice.
pass. Nolly, and he got
That was
it.
a really nice goal.
Falcons score first
Damn.
in game 2.
Look at
The
that.
tricky part is changing
Boop.
up the pace of that
Oh, I got him
shot.
bumped, I think.
Clears, look at he's killing that back wall, maybe threatening a double tap.
Actually,
and
perfectly
position it
bottom
beautifully
right,
in
that
the bottom
placement.
corner with less speed, and
Perfecto.
the defender thought it was coming in much quicker, so an early lead for Falcons.
Boom. Oh,
After OG,
Spanish?
A little bit of space here off the kickoff. TRK playing it to the sidewall. He's going to follow it up. Roas actually stole boost in the back end.
Oh.
Straight down to Clears. It was a perfect play, but the defense was there from OG. You can see Falcons wasting no time
oh.
to get back into this game and try to see if they can extend the scoreline. It's going to be up to OG to make sure they
Wasn't
don't
Roas
slow
in
it
row
down.
1 before?
Here's TRK to
He was,
Roas.
right?
Roas trying to get it back to TRK.
Oh.
He jumped, got a piece of Nolly there, but the ball ends up going back to OG as now they look for a way upfield.
Yeah, JNAPS with the recovery, gets stopped by TRK in the corner. Nolly steals the corner boost, so TRK is running on fumes right now, and that's where Calm can take charge, but he can't break through that right side. Not with Clears in that way.
Oh, next is for Falcon.
Assesses how we can challenge this. Nully steps up from the back to the front, pushed away. Team Falcons have barely any boost to work with, so the clear is nice, but it'll be all up to Clears to get something done.
Yeah, now he's able to keep that one into the corner. It was good though.
Oh,
were able to get
passing.
that out, especially how as low boost as they were.
Oy.
Kept that in play.
Oy.
A lot of consistent offensive pressure. But again,
Chad, this is interesting.
Keep this one a 1-goal game. We're approaching that 3-minute mark now. You see Calm. Nice touch there in front, just trying to get this one around.
Calm is going crazy. He's playing really good. I feel like. No, Nolly? Nolly?
Both went up. TRK trying to keep this one back.
Ceiling pinch? Well, I don't know what it is about RLCS, but watching RLCS just makes me really want to play Rocket League. I'm like always in the mood to play Rocket League when I see RLCS, which is a good thing, I guess. Nice, 50.
Team Falcons have had their backs against the wall and able to break out now that they got boost and needing to find those passes that really caught OG off guard in game one as Clears has so many defenders to break through when TRK all the way back. Nolly versus TRK in the 1v1 with that demo. Falcons relieve that offense from
good touch. Clears and he scores, bro. What the hell? Hey, who missed it? Was that Calm? That was Nolly. You missed that.
A misread off the back wall, and Clears is able to get the goal home. Falcons defense has been superb. They've limited the amount of shots OG can take this game, and not only that, they're applying a lot of strong pressure on their own. They're attacking at the right time when OG seems weakest on defense.
Clears traveling.
Oh my god.
Can you stop him? You can't!
Oh my god. What a shot. Bro was on him and he just scored that.
Flip reset and pass the entire OG team as he takes it from one side of the field to the other. 3-0 Falcons.
Damn.
I like seeing Calm's reaction to calls like this. Little eyebrow raise like,
they're destroying them right now. Can't lie.
I would like to see some game.
But OG has to keep their head in the game because they can win. They almost won the first game, so they can do it. I know they can. They almost get demoed.
JNaps with the ball, Nully disrupting, bumping people around, and goes right to Clears. He has Roas, second man. He gets the ball, maybe even above Nolly's head. But JNaps has his back. All of OG trusting each other. That's something they wanted to improve on from Regional 1.
Nice touch. Calm. Nice. Oh. That was close, chat.
Now that second touch from Nolly, sending it up towards the center of the net. TRK won't let it happen. Now Falcons, can they maintain control? TRK's first.
Oh my god. What is happening? I want to score again. Oh my god, Clears is carrying right now. I feel like.
So much space and control that Falcons have to work with. No, OG don't have any boost to have anything to say about it.
Yeah, it feels like Falcons kind of own the midfield there. Even, I mean,
bro, imagine if Clears scored that double. That would have been insane.
Doesn't have to worry about anything. And final minute here.
Oh, the fake.
A nice little play there where tried to fake it out for TRK, see if he can put something on. But this one does look like Falcons have.
Nobody scores that? Oh, imagine.
OG have
imagine they just scored that. It's like
I mean, especially
insane read.
Considering from game one where they had about 10 shots, they've only got 3 this game, and another counterattack play.
They could literally score like every goal in this game as well.
I see OG trying to reorganize
themselves. This is the third or fourth goal or second. Holy damn.
Figuring out how they can reinvigorate that offense that got
if they lose this game, they probably will. They got one more chance. This is still this best of 5. So.
And it's really OG sometimes misreading their back wall defense. Wow, 3-0 for G2 is a nice score. We'll see how this one will shake up. 4-0 for Falcons with 32 seconds left. OG just can't beat themselves up too much about this.
Yeah, you know, in the best of 5 here on the Swiss stage, no tactical timeouts.
From Nolly.
After that 4th goal,
but
you really see OG start to talk things over. It seems like they're just taking as much time as possible to figure things out
pinching that. Oh.
As they are on the verge of getting swept. Final few seconds.
They are on the verge of getting swept. He just bumped everyone of his team. He was laughing as well. That was fun.
They look mad chill. They are so locked in. But you know that OG, they actually released videos of their comms during matches, and they could get scored on, and they're like, their first thing they say is unlucky, and then they just focus on the game plan forward. OG know how to adapt.
That's important to not get mad. I'm not like that as well. I'm just like, unlucky.
Even in, was it Regional 2
No
or
problem.
Regional 3, where they were like 0-2 in Swiss and managed to bounce back. You cannot count out OG quite yet.
Well, Clear scored here.
If there's any team that has been in this situation so many times, it is the players.
And Khalil scored here. Bro, he scored 3 goals.
They've all been in high pressure situations on a live
4 goals.
Let's take another look at the mobile and high performance.
Wait, was it all his?
High performance replay from the
I think
way
he
they were
did.
playing. And they look unstoppable
Oh
at this point.
my.
But OG, they did have a strong game 1 contention.
Yeah.
Just felt like that one got away from them. Now they've got to really lock in. Otherwise, this series is going to be all Falcons. It's going to end very, very soon.
It's gonna be all Falcons.
And I know that there's a lot of hype. Even chat is behind Falcons, but there's a lot of people that came here to the event to support OG that, you know, we got to talk to Com's dad and Com's mom yesterday. That was
Yeah, lots of parental support there on the side of OG. Big shout out
But
to
imagine
Com's
OG
dad
just
and everybody else who's been
wins-
supporting, either at home for this
Wins
squad,
this.
but
They just completely
now
come back.
they've got to lock in.
A
Everybody's
reverse
gotta lock
sweep.
in. There's definitely
That's
gonna
what
be
we call
nerves on the
that.
side of the OG fan club here.
Rawas scoring?
Falcons right now. Oh, Rawas!
Ooh.
Almost a great goal here off the jump.
OG gotta be
But that wall dashing looks so sick. I don't know how you have to do that.
Are
Sorry.
out there already. Early demo
Crazy.
from Clears to maintain this momentum from Falcons. TRK hoping to break through that right side. The 50 goes up. JNaps is there. Support coming out of OG who have to play a little closer together.
This is
they want to execute these
This is
passes
dangerous.
that worked
The
out for
TRK
them
is
so well in
he gets
game
better
one.
covered.
But Falcons, their defense hasn't been tested quite yet.
It's really interesting though.
Oh my
Falcons on
God.
defense, I've seen them double commit pre-jump a couple
How
of
y'all doing,
times
guys?
this
We have,
series.
let's see 4 people in the chat, you guys.
To make sure that nothing,
And don't have to be scared to
gets
talk
past
in the
them.
chat, no problem.
OG also have to keep their head on the swivel there as well. I saw an
He scores this.
flip there from Noli.
Woo.
Good double there from JNaps, and Noli was up for it, but so
Just imagine.
TRK had total
Score that
respect
chat.
from JNaps on the play and positioned accordingly.
TRK.
Now TRK, chance here to go all the way down the field. Got a bump on Kamarawas.
I actually would want OG to like win. That'd be kind of cool.
Noli has JNaps waiting
But I
on
don't
that
know
over.
if
Not able to get past him at all. Naps try to keep this in.
They
and
could if
Rawas
they
and
just
Falcons look to clear it out, but no one
chill,
able to read that touch.
lock in.
Tom able to keep this one in. Rawas in a tough
And look,
spot.
they're all
Noli's there trying to get in midfield, but
Miss.
no one's there to take the shot.
oh, if
This is a scramble.
fake them out.
Roas handled that 1v2 quite well. That's a close one. Falcons know how
Rawas
to
is gonna
fire
get that to
back.
TRK.
And OG have had to put
TRK is
a
gonna
clear
fake that
defense
apparently,
'cause
or
Falcons
miss.
have been good at finding those
he just missed.
rebounds and catching OG off
Oh,
guard.
shit.
Long clear. Roas, he couldn't stop it.
Oh, I was already thinking that was a pretty hard
He
shot.
was not ready for the power here on this one. Big shot from
Yeah,
Tom,
look,
and
that was
you
way
see
too
him go
fast.
up, and he
I
just
think that was
doesn't
savable.
have the boost in the tank
That was
to
maybe
get that
savable.
one over his
If
net,
he just-
redirected in.
Oh, that was
He
really
gifted a
close.
goal here at the start.
Can
Told you, bro, they can still
maintain
win.
the lead against a team as scary as Falcons. Calm is just on the hunt. Aggressive in and out of game, and that's where OG just needed one to fire up those engines again. At least
Oh, the
with a
pass to
forward
Noli?
wave. Falcons, though, their defense, it just creeps
my
by
God.
them. OG with a
They're coming
second
back.
And you can see
Oh
just kind of
my
the impact there, a
God.
little sit back as you watch this one go in. Noli
They're
gets
trolling.
the bounce, or a little miscommunication between
TRK.
and Rawas there.
TRK should have won.
And now 2 goals here from OG. Can they maintain is the big question.
Oh my
And brought
god.
up those double commits from Team Falcons, so
They
maybe
might
that
come
one,
back.
they would've went
They
for
might
it,
come
it
back.
would've
Who
worked
knows?
out. Now Falcons
Com's gonna fake that.
searching
Yeah,
for their first
I saw
goal,
that
and
coming.
OG
A
just
mile away.
doing
That
a lot more physical in the field to make the space they need. As Noli nose down, goes maybe back to Roas. No, he misses that. So
Chad, this is going. This is intense.
Make that space. JNaps almost to the ceiling, running out of boost. And
This
there's
is
no
a
one there
good
to
play
back
for
him
them,
up,
though.
so
They got-
possession back to Falcons.
That was a good touch.
The pass maybe too quick for TRK. Maybe a home run for Roas, but
Ooh.
with how slow that ball was.
Roas.
Time to set up and
Roas.
react. As TRK towards the wall, Khalil saw the challenge come out, or at least a prevention from the back wall. As Falcons want to do everything they can to keep going.
Something looks a little strange here, though, for Falcons. They look uncomfortable. Lots of challenges where cars are facing backwards. First touch is not necessarily really.
Look at that wall dash. That actually helped him there. No boost.
They haven't really yielded too many shot opportunities.
It's gonna fake for Was, yeah.
So Was has to come in and take the challenge. Now
Block.
he got the mid boost, but he also got demoed here.
This is interesting.
Ball on the hood,
Oh my god.
and you're seeing TRK again right after coming off the demo, trying to get the clearance back in. It just doesn't show any real sign of control of the ball. And I think it's because of OG
Bouncing
kind of
mid.
eliminating the spaces. Noli tried to take a quick shot, but Khalil's got there quickly.
That's kind of.
Khalil's got there because that was looking like an OG 3-0 at this point.
Oh, look at
Minute 38.
an open
Here's
net.
TRK with space, double commit from OG, but it's a long send back, and Falcons need to make sure that third man.
This is the play. This is the play. Pass.
But far enough back. You don't want
Oh.
to give up an open net like you have. And OG for now, calm, a little bit disrupted. Has the back pass to Noli. He's in a better position. Team Falcons smell blood in the water. And they're still searching, but Khalil's gonna get high.
Faking?
enough, maybe.
Yeah, that's faking.
TRK, and so it is.
He
That's a
threaded
good
the needle
fake.
here on this play. You see where Ross here starting to
He
play
almost
play
touched
off
that
Tom,
dude.
not necessarily the best touch.
Look at
J-Nuts
that.
is just not in a good spot, and he can't recover.
Ooh, imagine he
got
stayed
two
there
demos,
himself. That'd be
and
crazy.
TRK, perfect placement here. Falcons with a chance to equalize. They got a minute 16 seconds to do it.
Falcons have been in that shadow even when OG.
Oh,
well, no longer in that shadow. It's getting further and further
oh
away.
my
Great kickoff by OG.
god.
Kickoff here. I mean,
That was a good
sets
kickoff.
that one up so well off the back wall. Not even Ross was expecting it, and naps right under the crossbar here, regaining the 2-goal lead and the safety for OG.
You know, OG came in with a plan
Damn.
special for Falcons. Now Falcons sheen up off kickoff, looking to add. They only have a minute 5 left. And Khalil's, his 50 gets stifled. Noli pushes forward. OG.
That's
wanna keep
crazy.
Falcons locked in. They don't have to
You okay
go
for
more
preset?
goals. OG just
Fake
needs
that?
to stop Falcons from ramping up like we know them to do.
Bro, look
in
at those
second
wall
half.
dashes.
Now Roas with no boost to work with. It's up to Khalil's and TRK. They're the ones with resources, but OG are threatening the nets.
What is happening?
G-Naps can go forward, but
TRK?
man, I think
Falcons
Kyle
might
got
score here.
demoed.
Yeah,
Falcons
in the
might
demo,
score
he's gonna
here.
be in the back end here, but also you have to think OG just have to play the clock here. They know how to do that very well. Naps keeps this one close. Killiers on top of the ball. Ooh,
This
Noli got
is a
piece of it. Now
chance.
this one goes into the
This is
corner.
chance. Fake for TRK.
And Roas,
Misses.
not a lot of boost to work with, but OG
For Was.
have managed
Bop.
to stop Falcons from turning this bleed into a hemorrhage, stealing away
Ooh,
game
yeah, this
three,
is game, I
keeping
think.
themselves alive in
They,
this
they
series.
actually
The
won. I
Bruins
didn't think that was
of
gonna
our
happen.
side will stay in the closet for now, but you can see that there's hope. There's Copenhagen after all. The ideally cope for OG as this
Cope.
clock winds down to 0, and OG will be taking game 3.
OG get a win here in game number 3, and they continue on as they try to survive here in this best of 5 with Falcons. Initially, off the start of the game, you had that error there from Rawas. No, not enough boost to be able to get the redirect right. And OG took that, continued to apply more and more pressure. We saw a quick goal. Everybody on OG able to get involved scoring-wise, and now there's a chance here for them if they can continue to build off of this. The question always was going to be, once they got that 2-goal lead, were they going to be able to hold on? You started to see Falcons get going, but I will say this felt really uncomfortable
Whatever.
for Team Falcons.
Nice!
They're all over the field, offense
Your
and on
reaction was
defense.
beautiful.
I wonder if that continues on or if they're going to be able to use this time to get things together.
And Khalil has had a quiet game, surprisingly, after a hat trick in game 1. So OG starting to understand, stop letting Falcons have space when they have the ball, and stop the feed going to Khalil's. And that forces Roas and TRK to step up. As TRK and Khalil's, that first and second man, have worked out so beautifully together throughout this region. They're going for the perfect split, the perfect season. They haven't lost a regional. So Falcons,
Go chat.
not used to being in a position like this.
Here we go.
Is Team OG going to do it or not?
To game 5 today. I
This
don't
is
think we've gone
going
there
to be
yet.
crazy.
Well, will Falcons be able to close this one out already? Saw TRK off with a great start, trying to get a little solo effort. OG was good defensively. Here's Rawas. Oh, almost able to get that past Naps. The Naps had it read really well. OG definitely playing a little bit slower here, giving up a little bit of space to midfield, but they don't really feel too threatened initially. Roas tries to push that one up, and TRK gets it over one. Calm. No boost in the tank really for him or OG, but he was able to get that ball, get a little piece of it, buy some time. Already the pressure
yeah, good at faking, bro. So it was fake, like to let each other finish the play. Smart. They actually faked everyone. Oh my god.
Falcons having to play closer because in their region they could go for these long pre-jump passes, and that was something that you had to take a note of. As Falcons wanting to pass through, go into the orange half, but it's mixed up there by OG through the corner. Few demos weakens that OG offense as Calm maintains possession as long as he can to buy time for JNAP's two-step up, who throws a shot.
Wall dashes.
To make the save off the post, and Nully is not even going to let them clear it out. Maybe faking that pass to JNAP's got everyone jumping, but doesn't decide to commit to the shot.
He wanted the flip reset to Nabs, but you can see he got one extra touch more than he needed to. The ball got sent the other way.
The passes? The passes were nice there, I'm not gonna lie.
He's going to send it to the side. Calm, able to pick this up. He's got enough boost to make
Fake.
a play. Going for the flip reset, got it, but Roas was there to stop him. JNAB's high balls, trying to set up Noli, but clears. Good read on that, tracked it well.
He missed.
Falcons trying to see if they can set up a counter. This one goes straight across
the
net. And Roas is going to take that every single time. It was a dangerous play.
See you, Flap. Peace out, bro.
Yeah, Clears
Peace out,
brother. Back wall and Roas centered in front of the net. Receiving that beautifully. And Falcons are not letting OG get multiple touches. It's only been one. Yes, they play back, but they don't let OG's offense develop as it did before. But Nully goes forward. Nully again with the second touch. Not allowed to do that. Clears challenges. And TRK, the ball gets past him, and Roas forced to make a save. But Falcons always have that third man back.
That was such a good stop there from Roas. I mean, the ball was coming at high speed, killed it right in front. So he was able to get a good follow-up touch there. That's exactly what you want to see there on the defensive line from Falcons. And no surprise now that they're in this position, up by 2, 3 minutes to go. What is OG going to do here, playing from behind, looking for clearances, trying to pass to each other, but you can see Falcons cutting off the space. That was a good challenge there from Clears.
Yeah, Team Falcons winning the 50s, but letting JNAPs go for clears. No, it's shut down again. Midfield presses by Falcons. Now JNAPs can work the right side. Roas will climb up the wall to help. Now that you've demoed someone from OG, Falcons, the counterattack, something you have to worry about. 2-on-1
What the hell is that save?
Nully chasing after TRK on his tail.
Yo, monkey. Yeah, I think Falcons is probably going to win. Falcons. But OG can still come back, you know, but right now it's looking like a hard task.
They need to get 2 here, and they only have 2 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Snaps. Tries to drop
passing to nobody.
There from OG. Comes actually across here.
Roas.
Falcons got the midfield, but OG trying to fight for it. TRK wins that challenge now into the orange corner. Clears. Picks this one up, trying to play it off the back wall, but it's getting sent straight to JNAP. TRK got a demo on Noli in the back end, but here's Calm now. Good control, good first touch, gonna play a 50 out. No one able to get the follow-ups here, so Noli will get a free shot, played the ball.
I have no idea. Calm somehow saved that. That's kind of crazy.
Oh. Dangerous in front of the goal line, but it was cleared away.
Man, that just kept going.
That was like OG is actually not playing that bad. Oh no.
Recovering that much faster is Roas wanting to land right onto Calm as Falcons still throwing shots down. TRK managing to maintain possession for Falcons, but OG tip it towards Roas, who's that solid pillar in the back and always going for saves, buying time for Falcons defense to rotate back in position.
Oh, TRK.
TRK is crazy.
That save was nuts.
Too far forward.
Yo, Linus, I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong, but I think it's Linus, Linus, whatever. How are we doing, bro? How are we doing, guys? Who do you guys think will win? Falcons is looking like they're gonna win, but it's still lose, you know. You okay?
He's gonna get a follow-up there to force Calm to get the clearance. But free space, free midfield, total control here for Team Falcons. OG will have to force an issue here with 30 seconds left. I don't know if
the pass to Killer. He just passed
to him. That's going to be the one that does it there for Falcons. 3 3-0, 26 seconds
Yes,
to go.
you typed your name
Falcons were playing
exactly
so
like
fast on that
I see it.
counterattack. You saw the desperation out
I
of
don't know if
OG.
it's
They needed to make
Linus
that
or
last play work, and it's been frustrating. That
probably a
Falcons
Linus
defense has
or
been saving everything,
Linus?
even surprising us on how they're
Linus?
pulling that
I don't know.
off. And OG, we kept the brooms
That's a game
in
deck.
the closet.
It's a serious deck.
Now Calm at least makes that save. J-Naps puts
They
it off to the
lost,
side.
bro.
Falcons with a big statement for Mina. Now that they
Another
have 2
one.
slots at the major. Rule 1 may have fell, but Falcons stood up in the end to soar high in their first match, and Roas will add to the count.
It's literally impossible to lose now. To win it.
Falcons.
And
They showed up and they showed out. Of course, we saw what OG could do, and they did have this game close until the end, where Kalir stepped up and cemented the series. Now the rest of this will be a formality as we wait for this one to hit the ground, but man, oh man, what a start for Team Falcons. They take their first match in Swiss.
3-1 and a
Damn.
bounce back when you saw Kalir's had that kind of slower game, and he stepped right up in this final game. 3-1 in favor of Falcons. Now we get to see some emotion. Now they're all smiles. They were locked in until that series was done, because you never know what's going to come.
They're just
out of North
locked
America,
and
especially a team
glocked
like
and
OG, who've been
locked
trending
in.
upwards ever since they're
Boy.
on this redemption arc since Regional 1, hoping to prove everybody wrong. But Falcons, a lot of whispers saying they could be the ones to contend Carmine Core, and this is a very good start for them.
Yeah, and you can see it there too. Good
oh,
camaraderie there between Falcons and OG as well. I mean, it was a tight match there. Game 1 was close. Game 4 was a little bit until towards the end where things really started to fade away. But again, OG also being able to take, I believe it was Game 3. But Falcons, I mean, they set the tone, they set the temperature in the room. And they are here to show that they're ready to play. Roas defensively still looking strong. Kalir's offensively. TRK being able to do a little bit of everything if needed to.
what?
This is a full, well-rounded Falcons roster. There's no question why they're the one. They are the best team.
Yeah.
Well, they're
in MENA
just
going into this. I'm not
so
gonna say
many
well, they are one of the best.
RLCS
teams.
items and like
Definitely the best
cool
team in MENA right now.
shits in the
Now
item
it's
shop. I did
exciting
not
to
even
see
notice.
Falcons defense now that
Why is it tripping, dude?
and then that got closed out. Then you had some defensive fumbles by OG that cost them in overtime and some early goals. And Falcons, there was no signs of slowing down from them.
No, yeah, no signs. There was a little bit of uncomfortableness that we saw out of them, a couple of mistakes there. But the fact that they're able to clean things up is going to be a great sign as the Swiss stage continues. We're talking about multiple rounds of Swiss being played over multiple days, and of course the crowd. So when you look at teams like this, you need to be able to perform and adapt at the highest level, and Falcons showing that they can do just that.
This was such a fun match to watch, though, seeing everyone collide on a big stage. Well, I guess smaller stages on the side here before the crowd days come up, because that's when the pressure is on. But I'm excited to hear from Team Falcons and their thoughts on how Swiss is going. Let's go check in with Leaf.
Team Falcons lighting it up. I'm now down here with whom coach of the squad. I'm hoping to get some insight. I want all the secrets. First off, I want to talk about the qualifiers coming into this. Absolutely phenomenal, sweeping the entire thing. I mean, I guess, does that set expectations coming into this? Is there a weight to continue to perform?
اول شيء بنحب نرحب بالكوتش دحوم مدرب فريق فالكونز في البطوله. اول شيء مبروك على الفوز، وحابين ناخذ رايك. اول شيء مبدئيا تصفيات المينا قدرتوا تطلعوا من غير ما تخسروا اي سيريز، فهل هذا زاد الضغط عليكم خلال او خلينا نقول دخولكم بهاي البطوله، ولا كيف كان تجهيزكم؟
الله يبارك فيك يا حبيبنا، وطبعا هذا الشيء اننا فزنا سويبات اغلب الايام تعطينا دافع وثقه اننا نوصل ابعد مكان نقدر عليه في البطوله. So
performing as well as we did in the qualifiers really boosts our confidence and gives us the ability that we feel like we can do everything that we everything that we want in this tournament and hopefully take the title at the end.
Well, it's certainly looking like they can do whatever they want to do out here.
Oh my God.
What makes you guys better? I
Triple
know
reset.
You can't probably give me the insights. I'll try to get them, but what makes you better than the rest of the region in MENA right now? What is it that separates you?
You're actually a really nice one.
بتفرقكم عن الفرق الثانية اللي موجودة عندنا في ريجن المينا.
العمل الشاق واننا نلعب يوميا وناخذ كل جيم بجديه يمكن هذا السبب اللي يخلينا نفرق على البقيه.
We work hard every single day and we try to practice as much as we can and we take every single game that we play as seriously as possible.
That's great. That is a winner's attitude for sure. Now talk to me about the other team in, that's currently
taking every game is serious.
Well. Rule 1. There's 2 spots for MENA now. Very exciting. Do you think they're going to make it out of Swiss though?
هل تقدر تتكلم عن الفريق الثاني الموجود بتمثيل لريجن المينا فريق رول 1؟ هل فكرك حيقدر يتمكن من التأهل من مرحلة السويس ولا ايش فكرك حيصير فيهم؟
ان شاء الله واثقين فيهم انهم يقدرون يتأهلون للبلاي اوفز، احنا معهم باذن الله.
We're supporting them in every way we can and we hope to see them qualify and make it through the Swiss stage as well.
For you guys specifically, has the team talked about it? Is there a big bad, a team specifically you want to be the ones to take down?
هل في أي فريق يعني أنتم حاسين أنتم اللي لازم تتخلصوا منهم، أنتم اللي لازم تقصوهم من البطولة؟ هل في أي فريق براسك؟
لا الصدق بصراحة احنا نحترم كل الأتيام وندري ما في تيم وصل هنا لأنه كويس ويستاهل، فنحترم كل الأتيام وندخل بقوة.
We respect every single one of the teams that made it here. They made it here because they deserve to be here, and we are giving them all their due respect, and we'll see what they can do in the tournament.
That was a fantastic answer, by the way. Congratulations on it. Thank you guys for joining me. But we do have more Rocket League that we're going to need to get to. Coming up next, it's going to be Complexity versus Vitality. This is a big one. You don't want to miss it. Swiss is carrying its way on into Championship Sunday. This is going to be Sam's Best versus the reigning world champions.
Hey. I'm gonna see how long it's gonna take. Oh. Triple reset though. Oh, I can't get a triple. They're looking 8 minutes. So, oh my god, Vitality. I didn't even know. Vitality is gonna play in 8 minutes.
Something is coming.
You wanna chat? Stupid.
Something even they're afraid of. Oh my god.
It's just a stupid ad. You wanna chat?
Hey Tom, zeg mijn vergadering is hier serieus aan het uitlopen. Hè. Gaat dat daar lukken voor het eten?
Nee, wij trekken ons plan wel hoor. Net zoals wij in de MyBase app ook ons mobiel abonnement.
Guys,
Drift Max Power, la plus puissante de nos formules anti-graisse. Pour venir à bout sans peine, de poils aussi sales que celle-ci. Avec 4 fois moins d'efforts par rapport aux imitations diluées. Et sans devoir utiliser d'eau chaude. Passez moins de temps devant l'évier et plus de temps ensemble. Drift Max Power, puissance maximale avec un minimum d'effort.
chat. No chat, I'm gonna 5 minutes. Let's go chat. 3 minutes and RLCS starts again. Oh my god. 5 people in the chat. How y'all doing, guys? Not enough space. Oh, should have did a musty backward reset. That was close. I don't know how I didn't get it, but you know, that's kind of nuts, Deg. I want to do like a double reset from that. Do the ceiling reset and then I reset and then oh, I didn't flip. I did have my flip because I landed on the ceiling, but I didn't flip it. Ooh! Imagine how clean that would be, bro. Oh my god, that didn't bounce. Oh! Bro, I think that's my record. What the fuck? Bro. 143? Who am I? Bro, I think that's my record. Seriously though? Yo, Jakub, bro. I just scored a 443. Good bitch. How are you doing, Jakub, bro? Oh my god. Bro. Bro, Jakub, we're watching some RLCS yesterday.
OG started off hot, but ultimately couldn't keep up the champs from Mina there. Falcons gonna improve to 1-0. See who they
scored the fastest
quick
quick finish I ever scored, I think.
Round one, two more rounds, or two more matches to go here. One of those going on right now. Looks like Power.
Oh, that was so clean, that musty.
Currently leading the series 1-0 against Genji. I don't know if that game actually was technically over there, but it was pretty much over. It was like 5-2 with less than a minute left to go.
It was over, and they were calling me
Man,
crazy on first touch wave. Just
we
one
were
touch, they
calling them crazy.
Because they Power. If there's gonna be a match they win, it's gonna be the first one against Genji. But that's a different match.
Game 1, too.
Okay, yeah, he's talking about Spaceman. He's talking about Spaceman.
Twitch.tv/RL Esports if you want to go watch that match go on right now.
Yeah, but then going to the match that was on the A stream just a little while ago, Falcons.
Oh, that was actually pretty fast, I think. Oh my god. That was a really good pinch.
Precursor of what was to come. Falcons, I mean, internationally, NA, OG, they looked better than LG. But I think a significant margin, but Falcons, I mean, they just looked purely just clinical throughout the entire series.
Yeah, but it was tough because I think OG in game 1 had their opportunities. They were up 2-0. They went for a weird kickoff strat that kind of put them on the back foot. And then Falcons came back. Then some mistakes as well from OG. They should have won that game 1.
They should have.
And this series was way more competitive than I thought it might be.
Yeah, bro, it was 143.
Top dogs.
By the way, this shot was kind of clean though.
But OG was right there with them. They did have their moments where they weren't perfect, but this wasn't a bad series overall for them.
No, it wasn't. The problem is this ran into Killers. I mean, he had 9 out of the 12 goals for Team Falcons
9
in that series.
Killers had 9 out of the 12 goals.
Dominant. I mean, think about this. Killers had 9 goals. There are 2 players in that series that had more than 9 shots. Obviously Killers and then JNaps. That's it. I mean, he was the offense for Team Falcons.
Yeah, 2.25 goals.
Yeah.
Falcons, when that offense gets going, it looks fantastic, like one of the world's best. OG fell apart towards the end of that series for sure, but I think they have to look back on those early games where it was more competitive and take that, and that one game that is huge for them as well for game differential purposes going into round 2.
And also for game differential purposes, Furious sweeping their opponents. Meanwhile, Falcons dropping a game. Does that make it more likely we see Falcons versus Fury in round 2?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah?
It's hard to do all the math. Well, Genji just lost 1-2, so yeah, it's tough, but it is possible. It is
okay. You were hoping for that match. We might get to see that one, folks. We'll see if it happens. But with 2 more games, 2 more matches to go before we get done with round 1 and can set ourselves up for round 2.
Oh my god.
2 streams going on. That final round of the alternate stream for round 1 going down right now. Head over to
Scoring.
twitch.tv/RLCS if you want to catch those matches. All 3-0s so far over there. Can Gen.G take a game or maybe Spaceman sweep, come back in some way against Power so they don't have just sweeps over there on the B stream? But we got one more game to go here for round 1 on the A stream, and it's a rematch of an all-important match from our Boston major last season. Complexity versus Vitality Stacks.
Yeah, and this is, I think, if you're looking at the biggest potential for an upset, ignore what Power's doing right now. I think this is maybe the biggest upset potential here. This is a very strong Complexity squad against a Vitality team that came back down to earth a little bit. And when I look at Complexity, I remember the team that kind of made their way into the fall major, what was it, 2-3 years ago. They worked harder than anybody else, and then I think they kind of lost that identity as a team, and through adding some parts here and there, I think they've gotten that mentality back.
They were the best defense in North America last year. They moved back down to Sam. They bring in Dorito. The defense
there are
hasn't
2
been
streams,
the same
I guess, from RLCS, and the A stream and the B stream, I guess. Didn't know that.
But Dorito is the guy to watch to see if Complexity can bring back that defense. That they were a pretty good LAN team, but they would always fall short right at the end in those game 5s, in those close matches. So Complexity, they finished 9th at Worlds as well. A lot of people thought they were actually a top 8 team there. 100%. It's just when the big games came, they couldn't clutch it up.
They couldn't clutch it up, but they were always there, losing game 5.
Oh,
game
I think
5
that
Vitality
bounced.
in Boston, losing in game 7, I believe, to Liquid, and lost the game 7.
Yeah, that was a far pinch. That was a pretty far one.
They lost a couple game 7s at the World Championship, and of course, the game 5 to Vitality. So they were always there every single time, and I guess in their opinion, they need to make the roster change for AJD, for Dorito. AJG, better defensive player. Dorito should be a better offensive player. Maybe that's what they needed.
On the other side, though, the reigning world champions of Rocket League back in the house.
Vitality.
And looking to contend what is a 2-LAN win streak in the RLCS.
And I don't care what you do online. Sure, Vitality hasn't looked that great, but they won the World Championship and they are back. When BDS won the World Championship, they didn't even make that major. So Vitality are still a force. They get to do it in a live environment again. The last time, obviously, was the greatest World Championship run we have ever seen with an 80% win rate. They won 20 games, lost 5. They are a LAN team. Sure, they're the 3 seed in Europe, but that doesn't matter now. Now, everyone is back to square run, and these guys have won back-to-back LAN championships, so you can't count them out.
Right, and what do they lose? Okay, they lose Farah. They still add Ferry Peak as a coach, very accomplished in his own right. You know, I think that there's a lot that's kind of paid attention to there with Farah going to Carmine Corp, but you still got this same core. And this man here, Radosin, who has just been solid. That's all he's needed to be. He's not going to single-handedly win you a series, but he's not going to lose you a series. And he fits in perfectly with Alpha and Zen.
And let's not forget that at the World Championship, all of Vitality said that he was the MVP. Sure, Zen actually got the MVP, but what he was doing on the offensive side, the pressure that he made happen, a lot of them said that he should have won that MVP title.
And it's crazy because he doesn't get the respect that he deserves because he's not nearly as flashy as everybody else. But what do you want? You want a proven winner. That's what you got in Radosin.
You can see the 2 stars there on their jersey, the first organization in the history
Zen
of Rocket
is,
League with 2 world championships. Vitality
just
trying
nuts.
to continue that streak of LAN victories. Hashtag VIT if you think Vitality's got it against Complexity. Complexity going to be going for hashtag COL there. And we were talking about that match in Boston where they played the very first time.
I'll add you in a second, bro.
LAN in Boston, went up against Complexity. Complexity misses an absolute snore of a goal in overtime that would have sent Vitality into the lower bracket against a feisty Rule 1. Could have completely changed the story here. You know, Complexity fans are still thinking about that one.
It's a completely different dimension. Vitality might not even be Boston major champions back then. They might not even be world champions if AJG had hit that shot. But also Complexity may have made a couple more plays in that series. It wasn't all on AJG. They need to be a better team in general. But that's a different dimension. The fact of the matter is Vitality did win that game. And the fact of the matter is they are on a 2-LAN win streak. People are counting them out right now. I don't know why. Zen is still that guy until proven otherwise. And I expect this series to be absolutely phenomenal.
Zen is still that guy.
Let us know who you think is going to win in the fan vote, and we'll make our predictions up here as well.
We all think he's going to win, chat.
Who you got?
I got Vitality.
I think Vitality.
I can't go against them. I mean, they are kind of the top dog until somebody says otherwise. And as much as I'd love to see Complexity spring the big upset here, I got to have Vitality.
I think there's only 2 teams where I wouldn't pick Vitality. It would be K-Corp and BDS if they played them. I think Vitality right now, they deserve at least number 3 because of what they've done before. The online wasn't great, but I want to see what happens here, because if they start popping off, watch out KC and BDS. They might be new favorites.
I do believe that Complexity last season, they had a great defense, and they also had a little mystique about them. They could compete against anybody because of that defense, and I do think that since you switched out AJG for Dorito, that hasn't necessarily been the case. That's why Fury has been slapping you around so much. Give me the world champions, give me Zed, give me Alpha, give me Rado, and I'm taking the sweep.
It's Vitality.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And Complexity.
Complexity.
This coin, I believe, has lost every single match on A and B.
This coin's not good.
Let's see. Let's see. We can do it. I have Vitality on this one as well. I do think.
Match with Vitality lose now.
I would love to have seen AJG get another shot.
Exactly.
Oh yeah. But he's not here. Dorito's going to have to fill in those shoes here, and not exactly the shoes you want to be filling. But at this point, I do think there is a little bit of if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Until Vitality loses in this circumstance, it's hard to pick against them.
It's possible, though. Land experience, CRR and Dorito, they have a ton of experience as teammates. When they went to Gamers 8 2 years ago, they were on Guild. They made that magical run to the finals. No one expected that, so see if they can bring that magic back in.
We'll see if they can do it, folks. We are ready to play it and ready to close out round number 1 of the Swiss. Round number 2 coming up after this match. The reigning champions of the world, Vitality, taking on Complexity to close out round 1.
Vitality want to get back to their world championship form while
Let's go,
out of NA, but they're ready to move their competition out of the way.
Jakob will add you after this series,
Vitality have not lost an RLCS land yet since the iteration of this roster.
The game started.
We will see. They struggled in their online regionals leading up to this major. And Complexity, I talked to them
Vitality.
They felt confident. All eyes on Dorito as this series kicks
Dorito.
off.
Who names of Dorito in RLCS?
Teams got to feel each other out in match 1 because Vitality feel like they got a lot of flack. Like
Dorito kind of looks like apparently Jack. A little bit.
Zen, but this is still a Super Saiyan team
CRR.
when it comes to the world stage. But this has been a highly contested match to predict. I think
Zen is just scary.
Can make them sweat, but this is early pressure. Even getting contested off the ceiling. Who even plays ceiling defense like that? But CR will make his way through. Dorito on the offense. Bates talked about that on the desk. He's been usually that third pillar, but now has been stepping up to give Complexity some options on the front end.
Rotation's been sound. I just saw Redosin take a midfield boost away from Dorito. Dorito's back in net here with 12. The CRR is trying to set the tone here, but does pick up a demo on Alpha. Looking at Zen, not really going to be able to do too much with that, so leaves it for Redosin. Zen leading in stats here on at least Team Vitality, as even he has been really stepping up, but it hasn't been enough for Vitality. He's been doing a lot here on the ball.
Oh, he's changed his hair. I like him more with curly hair, I'm not gonna lie. He looks better with curly hair in my opinion.
Seeing things get really close here. Dorito trying to play this one high off the ceiling. Zen will clear it into the corner. Razebull will try to keep it in play for now.
Yeah, Complexity cycling well between each other, and there's so much hype behind the duo of Razebull.
What the fuck did I put on my hoodie, Doug?
And how does Dorito fit into this lineup since AJG? We don't want to think back at what happened to Complexity the last time they faced Vitality. They want to erase that memory too. As CR wants to erase that defense. He came in with a lot of speed. As Complexity keep Vitality on their toes as the ball is free. Redosin goes forward, wanted to bump into CR. Razebull picks it up and sends it away as Dorito races forward. Had the boost to keep up, but Zen catches it first.
Zen is...
Dorito back to Razebull. Razebull picks this one up off the back wall, uses all of his boost to force a 50 between him and Redosin. There's Dorito. Sends this one straight to Zen. Good 50 there on the line, and the Bull will clear this one all the way down. You see Alpha trying to take his time here.
The Bull.
Vitality, not necessarily off to a great start. No shots out of them in the first half here, game 1. A little bit of a misplay there here as well on the side of Complexity. This one definitely a lot closer than I think most people had going in.
Yeah, a lot of challenges coming out of that back third and making it difficult to register those shots in the process, but goes up to Zen. And now, with that demo, Vitality have space, they have time, and you cannot let this guy go off the ceiling. Sierra knows Zen can pull off crazy things, but this goes for Nosen. A down low double commit and managing to
Okay, I thought he just demoed. I thought was it Alpha that demoed? I thought Alpha just demoed 2 guys at the same time, but it was 1 person. Never mind. They have scored. I was about to say.
Zen aggressive challenge pays off.
It's kind of cold among a lot, but
you see the initial challenge coming through. CR trying to control the ball, but the touch gets away from him, and Zen pinches it right off of Christian's car into the net. Vitality with the first goal.
I always get toothpaste on my hoodie, bro. Toothpaste doesn't come out of your gums. I mean, when you wash it, it does, but I mean, like.
I know.
You did a little wiggle and everything.
I know. I do my little dance. No one gets to see it on camera. It's okay though. But hey, CR giving them a chance off the back wall. Great protection though from Radosin. Raise Bull wins that. Kind of seeing where this lands, doesn't have a ton of boosts to work with. Playing off the back wall, getting Vitality to jump for it. Goes back. Dorito forced to turn around as Complexity search for that first goal. And this midfield is a toss-up. Vitality there first, a shot. Dorito was already back, and he makes the save.
Good clearance there, too, from Dorito, getting it right to CRR.
Oh my.
Trying to find great challenge there, forcing Vitality's defense, who's also in a really tough spot.
Zen got it covered,
in
yeah.
order to kind of keep this one in play, otherwise it would have been a free shot and probably a goal there for
He
Complexity.
got bumped.
50 seconds.
Zen clears. He's gonna get a reset. Oh my god. Oh my god. If he had that, dude. There it is. No way.
Dorito just tipping it forward just to buy time.
Yeah, Zen looks kind of weird. He really looks like Joyo for some reason when he has no curly hair. Oh, he's gonna. But I've never seen Zen with an other card than Fennec. Never. Fennec is probably the best card in the game. Everyone is using Fennec right now. I don't see one Octane. Everyone is using Fennec.
And that first game goes to Vitality.
So Vitality able to pick things up here, especially. I mean, they kind of kept Complexity here also on the lower end shooting-wise with only 3 from them, but also just being able to see how they would look there on the offensive front was really solid. Not necessarily too much, though. You can definitely tell, okay, first series on land in a while here for both teams. And you start to get the land jitters out of the way here a little bit by a little bit. But the one person who's always been on is Zen, as he does end up picking up that first goal for Vitality, the only goal that was scored here in the game. So take a look at the Mobile 1 high performance replay, and lots of close chances. That one here was.
Hey, look, I thought Alpha got Dorito and CRR. I think he demoed like it.
After the aggressive challenge there from Zen, that was really the story.
Look at them shouting.
What a fun match we've had so far. I mean, this one is a tough one to predict. Everyone kind of said game 5s. Everyone has a lot of belief behind Sam, and especially Complexity, because they proved just how talented they were in North America before they made the move. And you think, oh, well, is there less competition? And they, you know, they struggle against Fury, and that's the level of talent that you're going to see at a major like this. But Complexity, I feel like they're the ace in this tournament. I think you could expect the unexpected, and Vitality are still a strong team, but only by 1 goal is still a close game 1.
Right, and there's definitely room here for adjustments for Complexity, and we'll end up seeing that here as we get Forbidden Temple loaded up. Will they be able to make some changes? Although
he looked way skinnier at the World Championship. Or is that just me?
Something that doesn't really happen too often. Didn't really show any real weakness on the side of Complexity.
I love this map.
And I mean, it's just a close score line.
Forbidden Temple.
So we get game 2 underway.
I'm pretty sure it's been like my free play map for 2 years.
Involved in the play bodes well. There's just not one person to shut down. But
okay, am I gonna lie?
You have to worry about what the desk talked about was Dorito.
I thought Dorito owned gold. I don't know why. I thought that wasn't Vitality's goal, but it was. I don't know why my brain just errored it. That was a nice goal from Dorito.
First goal of the series. As everyone's running into each other, now Alpha's in the picture. There's a big old sandwich off a kickoff, but CR tries to lead that
no!
out of the nets, and it's just magic.
Oh, He just got a bump in the net.
Just a great challenge.
Was Alpha the one? Yeah.
The bull says, "Here, come here, Alpha. Let me talk to you. You're not getting that save." And Complexity up by 2.
I'll add you real quick.
Off the kickoff.
Love that CR and Raisebowl working together to make the space if there isn't any to have. Shoving them out of the way into the goal is crazy.
I'm gonna wait until the goal is scored.
Out of Complexity to bounce
Another
back
goal.
off the ceiling. Look, even Doritos already off the back wall. Got everyone for Vitality dancing. Raisebowl up first. Just needs to set it up. Had the reset, but Alpha makes
Why is my hair looking so weird?
And Vitality unbury themselves from that hole. And the counter attack from Vitality was almost scary too.
Yeah, Vitality now just trying to pick things back. They have to start this game off from behind by 2 in a game where they only scored 1 off of just a good 50-50. We'll see how things change here for Vitality. Are they going to get things going? Radosin, I mean, that first touch, the ball got so far away from him, so he had to play a 50 out. So ball now still in Complexity's position. Alpha had to play from inside the net, and now he's trying to get a flick downfield. Doesn't work out. Raisebowl gets 1 touch before demoed, and Zen will control this one. Has Alpha in the wing, but takes his time getting there. Alpha can't go for it anymore. Tries to go back there on defense, but even he's getting bumped. So much more physicality coming out of Complexity here as they're trying to increase the scoreline.
I love that Complexity are going for demos to not let Vitality generate too much momentum, and especially speed. That is what Europe is known for. And Complexity have kept them locked to that orange half as Dorito wanted to pinch it down below the defense. Vitality break out of their own half. Zen to Alpha, the shot off the post, the follow-up from Radosin.
They're actually gonna lose.
All of Vitality extended forwards, but managed to rotate in time before Complexity's counterattack had an open net. Now off the back wall, Zen will not be flustered, and Complexity still hold the lead.
Yeah, but Complexity are connecting on so many bumps.
Oh, the fake. Oh, he missed.
Almost had a good lane there for the shot, just missed the mark. Raisebowl trying to take this all the way around, gets it to CR, and gets another goal for Complexity.
Fist bumps all around. Complexity, their counterattacks is something you have to worry about. Beautiful double tap from Raisebowl to set up CRR for success. And Vitality, uncharacteristically behind, but we knew this was gonna be a good series.
Yeah, but I don't think anyone expected this. Such dominance here from Complexity here at the start. Vitality only 3 shots to their name, and it doesn't really feel like they've had the ball on that blue side that often. Radosin trying to get this one to Alpha to set it up. But when Vitality are on their own end defensively, it just looks really rough from them. Too far forward though, and oh no, CR! Could have been a chance there to make it 4. It was a tough angle. They're still up by 3, but again, the more insurance they have against Vitality, the better.
It's not going to cost them the game this time, though.
Okay,
Zen
I couldn't add you.
Up high, traveling as the reset, it's still saved.
I couldn't add you, so you didn't. Your Epic doesn't exist. So I don't know if you're on PS5. Maybe that's the reason. You need to get your Epic name, not your PS5 name, if you're on a PS5 or PS4.
Just in case he had to make a save.
Who screamed there?
Ceiling has Alpha climbing for it. Radosin ready. Complexity losing that pressure that they had.
Raisebowl clearance downfield here.
Yeah,
Alpha with the ball.
Vitality is. Don't know how they're losing like this.
Raisebowl will pick it up, play it off to the sidewall. All Complexity have to do is keep this ball close, not make too many air touches, but they watch out because Zen gets it to Alpha. Alpha puts it in the back of your net.
What a pass! As Radosin wanted to break it up, but Dorito also with the clear. Alpha's just on it. The captain of the team, keeping them composed. When they are down, they are not out. Minute 40 left.
I mean, Zen, he gets that on a dime. You see the double from Dorito, and you think, okay, this one's getting cleared, but then Zen just immediately comes into the play, able to get a beautiful touch straight to Alpha, who puts it in the back of the net. And all of a sudden, that 3-goal lead may not be safe. A minute 30, less than a minute 30 now. Vitality trying to see if they can come back here in game 2. A little awkward there on the back end.
I thought Radosin own goal for a second.
Vitality now coming in quick to that blue half. Dorito disrupts it, and I think CR wanted a piece of it, so Dorito still has to make sure this doesn't center out. Shot from Radosin from the left. You have these hot and cold moments, but Vitality feel like the heat is rising, and the net is open. Vitality
yeah, if you gave me your PlayStation name, then it won't work. But you need to give your if you're on a PlayStation, your online ID is what you have to give me. Or just your Epic Games name, if you know that.
No way, right? Like a 3-0 lead would be crazy to fumble at this point.
Yeah, actually.
Vitality, they are a team to fear as Alpha runs into Raze.
They are a team to fear.
The counter-attack ensues, but it's so far. Well, at least Complexity in the midfield.
Zen.
Keep the truck running as Dorito reads it and gets Complexity.
Rosen and Alpha both missed.
Here for Dorito. Razebull meets this one at the midfield, tests the back wall. No one from Vitality makes contact. Dorito calls
That was not Zen's fault.
and puts the shot.
Oh my god, they trolled.
4:43 to go. 4-2 here. Complexity may have this one in the bag.
Dorito is playing it so well. Everyone had questions.
If you're not gonna lie, chat, I might not be able to finish this year because I gotta go in like
30 seconds. Complexity with
in like 30 minutes. I might have to leave. I gotta go somewhere in like 30 minutes. So there are too many matches that are being won, then I might not be able to. I don't know how Vitality is losing its Complexity. I have no idea what's going on, but
extra insurance to fluff up the stats for Complexity as they even up the series 1-1.
Even up the series, don't allow anything else in from Vitality. They started off hot and then they kept things going there. I loved absolutely what we saw from Dorito, especially big game from him, shooting 2 for 6 with a couple of saves there in the back end, but he just fits really well into this Complexity roster. You feel the confidence from them going into this major.
I do not feel good. I don't feel bad, but I feel cold. But my window is closed and I got a hoodie.
And Vitality did seem to have a
couple issues
on that defensive end in the back, but a lot of this was really just due to Complexity showing up and taking control over every aspect of the field. Super physical out of them, and then of course great passing, great shooting.
That's what Complexity we were loving about them, was their synergy. And
4 people in the chat, how are you guys doing today?
Well, I think
Vitality fumbled. I mean, they were 3-0 down and then they almost won, but still like.
Expected. And maybe it's frustrating for Vitality to feel like the old kings of the region, I guess, and trying to get back to that stardom. And they were going to shut up all the haters at this lane. And this first match is such a tone setter for how the rest of the rounds are going to go.
Exactly. Again, you get a shot at Vitality again. You know, if you're Razebull and you're CRR, you know exactly what you can do against this team. You've taken them to the distance, but you haven't been able to finish the job. Time to do so now to start off Major 1 for your run. It's Dorito.
Oh my god, they almost just scored there so quickly.
And a lot of people criticize the move with Dorito on this team, but he's fitting so well as he again tried to put on another shot there. Didn't really register, but
do weird thing.
Not afraid at all. As this
Zen keeps getting bumped in demos.
Complexity, are you kidding me? Like, it's been 10 seconds. They had a demo, 2 bumps ensued. Vitality, they stay composed. Ratosin tries to go up high and he gets challenged. It's picked up by Razebull. Was kind of awkward off the wall, but CR's attention gets called, and Complexity not too threatened off the rip.
You see a pass there, Alpha trying to get it to Zen. Zen to Radosin. Radosin shot! Good block out there from Razebull. Zen wants to keep the pressure here. You see CRR taking control. Demo in the back is Alpha. Will take out Razebull.
Dude.
Vitality starting to see
Complexity is playing
good. Again, fresh game here for them.
Isn't me or the Razebull looks so red? His face looks so red.
Anything too threatening for Complexity, who have been in the perfect position to make a play.
Yeah, Vitality don't seem to be able to get away with too many solo plays, but Razebull and Dorito laying down the red carpet, slowed right at the box. As Alpha sends it back, and all of Complexity running for the hills to catch up to Vitality as they cross up in the ceiling.
Oh my god!
The double tap Zen!
How did Zen miss?
The follow-up wanted to clean it
That was a crazy play from Rodo. What's that? That was Alpha, right? That was a crazy play from Alpha. Then Zen missed.
Vitality pressure. You have to start worrying about if you're Complexity. But now CR catches a long pass to Dorito, broken up
Zen?
by Radosin, and Razebull can't.
Wait, the net is open.
Goes right to CRR.
Why is the net open?
And what happened?
The net is open.
On the play. He jumps into the net.
Why does Alpha leave?
He leaves and goes for boost, and net's wide open. No one's there, and CR just hits that one home.
I saw that too. I was like, why the fuck is it not?
City with the first goal here. but that was very interesting there on the side of Vitality.
Why wasn't that open?
Now they have to play from behind once again.
And that's what I was worried
Dude.
about, but also impressed by with Complexity's offense in their region. When they're on offense, when they're feeling
Oh, Zen is doing his thing.
Zen pushes Dorito out of the way. That got scary. It's Vitality. Still
got
being
very
aggressive.
scary.
Oh, that almost came out to Zen to take the shot a little too fast. Radosin trying to measure this well, and he's had issues winning those challenges. Zen off the ceiling wants the ground pinch, and Complexity's defense holds on.
And Vitality trying to look for each other. You see Radosin look for that pass.
Did Alpha mean to miss that? Oh.
And it gets through!
Zen, they're not, I don't know if they're playing bad or Complexity is just playing good, but they're messing up a little bit. Vitality.
Zen with a shot that I thought Complexity were going to be able to save, so it brings Vitality to tie 1-1.
Somehow.
Kick off here. Light sheet, but doesn't work out. Could CRR now able to pick this one up. See Alpha, good challenge here. Vitality trying to, again, get control of that midfield. They've been so strong where they do have space in the midfield and they're on the ball. We've seen Alpha, who should have, honestly, that play that he made should have resulted in a goal. It should be 2-1 here on the side of Vitality. But again, even him trying to lead block for Zen. Shot gets past the race ball. Vitality on the stretch are just so hard to beat.
If you're in his way, he will move you by force and gets the bounce, reads it perfectly. Zen is just that guy, and
Incredible.
he has been.
Absolutely incredible. He's made an impact this game and has been well noticed, but so is also Alpha and Rado here. Vitality is Rado, got the flip, played it low, and it goes in.
Yeah, I did not see that.
3-1.
What happened?
So y'all talk too much about Zen, and what about me? Wins the challenge, has the reset. Rays will try to pinch it down, but Rados is just better, just quicker. Going into the half, 3-1 for Vitality as a statement to make, especially after a 4-2 loss to Complexity in Game 2. Now it's a kickoff favoring Complexity. Going high, using the bounces off the wall, but Zen's playing back and he reads it well, makes the space, but how do they transition this to an offense?
That's the thing. I mean, right now, midfield has been a very big challenge here for Complexity. Again, when Vitality get that space, they've just been able to not only continue to develop these great infield plays and even try to make the defense uncomfortable, but also at the same time, they try to have their own individual plays. We've seen Alpha do it, we've seen Zen do it a couple times, and we saw Rattle there with a solo play goal. So their full package offensively, and Complexity have to get in front of that and stop them. We'll see what they can do. A minute 15 to go. Raise Bull, pinch there off the back wall. Radosin's there to meet the TRR in the corner as this one goes all the way towards Rattle. Again, he gets control right on that blue side. Dorito, free ball, just gets a light touch, but can't follow. Doesn't have the boost. Still was able to get a 50 on the play to slow down Vitality, but it's not Vitality who needs to slow it down. It's Complexity who needs to get going. And Zen with another demo on the back end. Dorito, I mean, no, CRR I get with the demo himself, but Complexity, the ball still on their own half. They've got
you're doing that
less
with
than a
my
minute to
chat.
score two, and Vitality are doing everything in their power to stop them.
CR running out of boost. Dorito has to head back, and Raise Bull steps up, and Complexity flooding in, because that's what it's been taking for Complexity to score, but Zen is the reason off the cross. Alpha wants a shot, Dorito reads it in time and makes the stop. But stops is not all you can do. 25 seconds, Complexity need to score if they want to send us into overtime or more. But Vitality, they picked up the pace of game and have exposed and forced more mistakes out of Complexity. Now CR mixed up off the ceiling. Raise Bull, pass it to CR, tries to cut it left, didn't get enough power on the ball. Vitality slow it down and keep Complexity trapped in their own end, as Vitality will be picking up a Game 3.
And almost one for the road. Vitality win Game 3, like you said. And the way they ramped up was just so nice. It reminds you of the Vitality of old. Zen, again, being able to carry the ball upfield really well. Radosin, just all around. I mean, the bumps there, very physical out of him. Not necessarily in the demo department, but that's where Alpha really did kind of shine there. Of course, Zen and Alpha getting 2 demos there. But also Alpha, again, that one almost triple tap play that we ended up seeing in the highlights there. And Complexity, it just felt like
fucking Alpha was
playing in Game 2
like, how
was
Zen
not there. It was
missed
a different
that.
Vitality. It It was
like
real
this.
championship level vitality. We did end up seeing that mistake that led to the first goal, but it was almost as if that woke vitality up. Big shot at his end for the equalizer. And then, of course, we saw this one from Radosin. Hit the flip, but played it right under the bull. And that one just...
What?
I can't try. I know French,
What?
I can't translate that. My bad. Vitality fired up 2-1 in this series, able to break up the passes from Complexity. Is now the pace of play is picked up as the series goes on. So Complexity, Vitality demands perfection out of you to keep up with them, but also to execute your own offenses. In the previous game, a lot of the success from Complexity was off of the fast counterattacks, and now Vitality has been better at slowing them down and getting reestablished on their half.
Or not.
Game 4. Vitality.
Oh my god.
Had an impressive showing on DFH. Complexity was on a run scoring-wise, but have been on a drought since. Now their backs are against the wall in round 1 of Swiss, and we'll see if they have what it takes here to try to force a game 5.
A Dorito to CRR needing everything they can to play closer together, to make space, to transition down to
He bumped him.
the challenges.
He bumped him.
Yes, they just break through like that. First goal for Complexity.
CRR was off the play, immediately got the turn, looked for Alpha, got the bump, said see you later, and Dorito had an open lane. Great off-ball play from CRR. Again, they start things off here with the first goal.
Just so many passes out of Complexity in that moment. And the physicality that they really
Vitality loses, bro.
Start, but Vitality respond with their own demos.
That was what happened, but
not when their backs were against the wall. So an early lead. This comes out to no CR Rageful. They communicate. Now second touch, no, drops it to Dorito. But Vitality, no, Dorito's now an offensive threat. They're keeping their
Dorito. That's not him.
Air dribble across. Now bumping.
Zen.
Complexity back to their corner. He gives all the space in the world.
Don't give Zen that space.
I mean, it was just so free for Zen. Radosin ended up starting this play off, going to the back end, trying to force Razebull in a tough spot. They forced a double commit as they tried to get the save out.
How you guys doing, chat?
Free backboard for the double tap. He's not gonna miss those.
Do you think Complexity is gonna get a?
Close and a kickoff, a fast one from Alpha.
It's not a reverse sweep, but we'll still win. They can still win. But I mean, Zen is just Zen. Like, Zen is just Zen. Like, oh no, double commit. But what a banger from Radosin. 5 people in the chat. What's up, chat? How you doing? Yeah, Vitality's back. Like, plays like this are just good. Like, getting that mid.
And that's Vitality's game plan. They get the space and they get the cleanest shot possible. They've done that back-to-back now, as once again they started the game off from behind and then they've taken the lead without letting Complexity get anything back.
Now Radosin and Zen working together and hopefully not getting in each other's way, but hoping to get into Razebull's way. And Complexity just need to find those midfield challenges and slow down Vitality and play at their play at their pace. Complexity.
Oh, Razebull.
Now Dorito
get back, Doug.
CRR. Just a light changed up pace. Alpha reads it.
Oh no.
Now you're giving the ball to Zen and he has time to dribble, but not a ton of boost to work with. Drops it off to Complexity, who wait for the game to come to them, but they're still playing down by 1.
Oh no.
You see Dorito.
Oh no.
Out of him.
Oh no.
Alpha wants to pick this one up, take his time, gets it past Razebull. CR last back,
Alpha?
and he's flipping. They know
Mustard?
they're booze. Alpha tries to get that one through, but good on CR. It's a great touch to stop the shot from the top left corner.
Oh, you didn't really get that cube. Flip reset? Double?
More pressure and more scoring chances here.
Faking?
Chance there for Zen. Light touch looking for the follow-up, but Razebull is able to send it away for now.
Yeah, Vitality were on a 3-on-2 and Complexity still stayed composed and reestablished in the net. CR with the dribble as
the play though
from
Complexity. But dude, we got Zen with an open net. Oh, never mind. That was open. CR came out of nowhere. Alpha. This is a bit dangerous. But Zen is there. He misses.
CR trying to get that pre-jump off the ceiling.
Sent that shit. Oh.
touch. Now
This is
ball
scary.
to CRR, who booms it downfield. No real control there. Radosin now, to 50. This one rolls all the way through to the corner. Alpha back pass to Zen. Zen plays that one towards to the side. Don't want to necessarily give Complexity an easy counter attack. That one drops and no one
This is dangerous though. This is a bit dangerous though. This is a bit dangerous. Ooh. Alpha. Radosin with a bump. Zen fakes. I think they're good.
And the counterattack of Complexity.
The Raiseball is gonna.
But Raiseball rotates forward. Alpha in a 1v1 as CR now loses that challenge to Zen, who's up against Dorito, and Complexity have held the wall so far.
Oh, they bumped each other. Zen and Radosin bumped each other. Chat.
Complexity need to bring
Oh no.
energy to their attacks.
Oh no.
But it's been tough to steal this ball away from Vitality. That will not let you get a second or
Oh,
a
the
third
fake.
touch. It drops down to Radosin. Great challenge out of
Zen.
Oh, he can get there.
Couldn't get there.
CRR tried to get there in time, but unable to. Now the clock ticks down. They've got to get moving. Alpha.
Nice play
It's a
from
nice
Alpha.
little touch high. Raiseball has to be careful, take his time. Doesn't need to force anything, but they have to make sure they take the most out of this. Dorito tries to pick this one up. Gets it past one. Radosin, though, sends it downfield. Zen is there. Raiseball can't make contact, though. It'll go to Radosin. Zen ended up blocking the shot.
Well, Zen
so
saved it
it
himself.
won't be a 3-1 scoreline. Chance here for Complexity. One goal game. CR drops it straight down, forcing a double commit, but it's just not enough.
10 seconds left in the series on the line. Vitality have a one-goal lead. CR with the reset. Zen reads it like a book and Raiseball.
That would have been insane to end the series or to end the game and still like to.
And Raiseball is in the air. CR's ready in the corner, bounces it out to Dorito. Takes the shot at the goal line and it doesn't make it. Vitality take the series.
Oh my.
Wow.
God.
So close there for Complexity. Shot at the end, this time blocked off.
Jesus. God. Never mind, Zen is not looking that buffed, but I don't know, just his forearms look buffed in that shot.
Playing again very close to Team Vitality, but
close.
at the end, you can start to really see just how things start to even flow. How Vitality, even despite Complexity being super physical, not necessarily folding under a lot of that pressure, and then also being physical on their own end as well, as they were able to transition constantly, have Complexity constantly on the back end and in really uncomfortable spots. Just goes to show you how when it's major time, Team Vitality still showing
being
up
respectful
on the stage where it matters most.
And this is a confidence setter match, especially for a team like Vitality. Maybe frustrated, maybe feeling like teams are starting to figure it out, but I saw so much creativity out of them. It's not just feed the ball to Zen, go do a solo mechie play, and then that's the series. They really had to flex, give the ball to Radosin, have Alpha find the rebound. It was all of Vitality committed to that offense, but not taking unnecessary risk. Zen would rather play back as a third man, be that consistent defensive saver, and then let Complexity come to them sometimes. And Complexity,
yeah, I think that was it for
Vitality's transitions, and then sometimes it happens, sometimes it didn't. And Complexity, we'll have to think about this in the next
for
match.
the RLCS stream,
Vitality,
guys.
I mean, this is a team that really puts in a lot of work day in and day out. They know the conversations being spoken about them. They have their own pressure. As again, these are your world champions you're looking at. And they have shown that they still play at a world caliber level. What a start to the Swiss stage so far. And this is will continue to become something even more as the days progress. But let's take a chat with Fairy Peak. We'll go send it over to Leaf.
I am down here with Fairy Peak from Vitality. It looked like you guys had a...
Yes, the stream glitched, bro.
Started a bit low, like we didn't play our game at the start, and we got better and better and better, and at the end we were playing our game, so like all the frustration of the start, like get got out like at the end of the game. So
I was
what was it? Was it simply just that you can...
We got better and better and better, and at the end we were playing our game, so like all the frustration of the start, like get got out like at the end of the game. So yeah.
What was it? Was it simply just that you guys weren't warmed up yet, or was there something that needed to be talked about in the series to switch?
I think it's a bit of both, because we know how to play, but it's just the first game of the major. You need to get used to the setup, to the whole LAN environment. So I think it was a bit of that, and also a bit of we need to like step up a bit, because at the start we weren't playing bad, but not good.
Right, yeah, that's true. Talk to me about Complexity then. I mean, you're saying that it was you guys that kind of need to warm up, but Complexity, of course, is a team that I think a lot of other teams are watching out for. What are they doing well that kind of kept you on your toes and made it sure that it wasn't an easy one?
Yeah, I mean, Complexity is a very like rushing team. Like they rush a lot of balls. It's heavy demolition too. So when you're not playing good and not playing your game, like they're just gonna straight demo you every time, and you're just gonna get smashed. So after the first game, we were like, okay, we need to step up, because if we don't step up, they're just gonna like just destroy us. So yeah, they're a really good team, and I think they will make it after the Swiss bracket.
Yeah, I wanted to know then for you, was there anything specific you said to rearrange during that? I mean, it looked like Zen started to really lock in specifically on that. Was there something said, or did it just kind of happen that he found his footing?
I mean, yeah, we said something, but it's part of the secrets, you know? Nah, I can't, sorry. But yeah, he stepped up a lot.
Looking just at you guys then, I don't know if you're looking this far forward. Obviously, the big bads is K-Corp. Everyone's looking to K-Corp right now. Do you guys feel you're ready yet? Do you feel like you're going to get there and you're still ramping up? Where do you feel the team is fitting? It's only day one right now. Are you still a little to go?
Yeah, I mean, we didn't play at our full potential still, but I think we are getting better and better after every matches. So I think right now we're playing not like the perfect game we want, but it's still good enough to, I think, have a good game. So yeah, but at the end of the major, of course, we're gonna get like 200% vitality.
And for the squad, can you give me a look maybe at least to the mental of the players themselves? Has there been any I guess vision of weight of expectation? I mean, they're coming off being world champions, right? And now they come into a season where they're not continuing to dominate. Has that weighed the players down at all on a personal level?
I think at the start a bit, yes, but as the season goes on, they just have the rage to like win everything now. Because like, of course, when you win World Championship, you're like, you finish the game, and you sometimes, yeah, like you don't even want to play the game. But when you're getting back at the RLCS, you lose 1, 2, 3 matches. Like, my time of shine has been gone a bit, and now I need to step up again to win the next major or next world champion. So now they just want to win everything again. Sorry for K-Corp to beat us 3 times, but now you unleashed the monster.
Hey, that's phenomenal. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys playing forward. Is there any, I guess, final thoughts for fans that you might say for Team Vitality, what to expect throughout the rest of Swiss here?
What? Sorry?
Any words to the fans of what to expect from Vitality for the rest of Swiss?
It was just the start, and now we're just gonna play our game at full potential, and we're gonna sweep the bracket, I think.
Hey, that's what I like to hear. Congratulations. You're starting off good here, but again, as you said, lots more to go. Shoutouts to Fairy Peak and shoutouts to Rocket League. We have a lot more coming your way. Up next is the next round. We don't know what's coming up. All we know is it's going to be exciting Rocket League. So please hang out with us and stay tuned.
How's it going, chat? There's some more Rocket League to know about the last. Yo, R2, How you doing, R2? Guys, I gotta go. I'm just gonna sit in training for like a couple of minutes and then I gotta go because, you know, I gotta go somewhere. But I'll be back later this evening and I'm gonna play some Baraka Leagues. Yeah, see you guys later if you guys are around. I hope R2 is still here because it was my thing was my phone was being weird, so I couldn't see the chat. So how are you doing, R2? Welcome to the stream. I think you're new. I don't know why you're saying oh my god, but you know, he said oh my god. It's 4-1 to me. What am I doing? Alright, triple reset. Okay, not even one. Let's go. Triple reset. Bro, can I not troll?
25 secondes et vous ressentez la première sensation de soulagement. Car Nezivine 0,0.
What is these stupid ads, bro? Shut up with your dumb ads. Shut the fuck. Shut up.
Dans cette ville, les riches ne nous voient pas comme des êtres humains.
It's a Monkey Man movie trailer. I know it is. I heard it before. I know it's that one. It's playing right now.
Oh, regarde cette pile de vaisselle à faire.
Ouais, mais regarde, j'ai acheté une grosse bouteille.
Tu n'aurais pas dû, on a du Dreft.
Dreft nettoie impeccablement à l'eau plus froide et dure beaucoup plus longtemps. Dreft dure jusqu'à 3 fois plus longtemps.
Yeah, flip reset must see.
Dreft.
Bro, can I?
Véritable économie.
Not troll leg.
Des lessives plus grosses et moins fréquentes aident à économiser de l'énergie.
Hi, chat.
Plus vous attendez, plus les taches s'incrustent. Découvrez Ariel liquide avec un pouvoir ultra détachant dès le premier lavage. Mettez le doseur Ariel directement dans le tambour, même à basse température, pour une performance maximale. Et même vos grosses lessives seront d'une propreté impeccable. Ariel élimine les taches incrustées, même à froid.
That was not a good one. I mean, it was kind of clean, but it was not really like a musty, you know. Alright, guys, I'm gonna try to score one more double reset, and then I gotta head out. No, I gotta go. I'm not gonna score the double, bro. Can I not suck right now, please? Can I not suck, please? What the fuck? That's ugly as hell, holy shit. Can I? Please not suck at the game. That's okay. Oh, what the hell am I doing, bro? Yeah, na, 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 na. Bro. Bro, it's not. I always when I want to score, when I say I want to score it, I'm not able to score it, bro. Nobody's already not that hard to get for me anymore, and I still just, when I want to, bro, I just mess up. I'm literally just messing up right now. Why do I suck? Okay, that did not count. That's a good double reset. Doesn't matter. Hey, I scored it. That was very ugly. Alright, guys. I'm gonna end the stream. See you guys later. I love y'all. Alright. Peace out, guys. Ooh. I'm gonna shut this. Alright, guys. See you tomorrow. See you.